Hello guys, welcome back to another stream. We're kind of just looking around here. We're in southwest Iowa. I don't really know if there's going to be anything, but we're here. Watching some little tiny towers go up to my north. Fire up to my north and west and everywhere. Kind of looks like we've got some little tiny. Oh, we got a severe thunderstorm warning to my north right now. Considering rolling towards it, but we'll see. The date is really rough in southwest Iowa, so it might be iffy. Probably roll towards the severe thunderstorm, why not? I'll have the stream chat pulled up here real quick. Alright, we're gonna go left. You know? We got a decent road here. But yeah, we're headed towards the severe thunderstorm near Villisca, Iowa, Carbon, Iowa area, where those tornadoes happened last year. So we're near that area, but we've got a severe thunderstorm warning right now. Just east of Red Oak kind of area. Lots of lightning, really nice. Pretty potent little storm. I think that's where we're going. If anything changes, we'll go somewhere else, but welcome in guys. Thanks for all for tuning in here. The data will be a little iffy in this area. I know this region pretty well, and it's not very good for data. So if it buffers, it'll be back at some point, but just be wary, there may be some buffering going on at some point today. But we're watching for landspout potential and also just general severe weather too. We'll have to see. There's a lot, just saw CG. There's a lot of, I am currently, let me look for the road, on Highway 25 going north up to 34 right now. I think I'm going to head up to the Greenfield-ish area maybe. We'll have to see. Something like that. Sorry, it is going to be very iffy. Just about an hour south of Greenfield, Iowa, but we're kind of east of this. Wherever, if you guys go look at radar, I'm on the one severe storm, basically, just southeast of it in Iowa. So we're just kind of watching these storms, just seeing what we can find severe-wise. May go hail punch it for a little bit if it looks like there's a chance, and we get close enough, but we'll see. But I'm feeling like we could have a good chance of some nice severe weather, maybe some structure later on tonight. I'm going to be chasing until probably 10 p.m. or so. Welcome in, guys. Thank you all for tuning in here. Pop a little noodle out of them, you know. That's how these funnel cloud kind of days, and well, it's kind of funnel cloud, half funnel cloud, like landspout potential. Got a lot of 3 Cape vorticity, which kind of drives that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I feel like this is our best bet, this little cell that's kind of emerging up here. I feel like we're going to have a severe thunderstorm watch here. We'll have to see what happens here. I'll have the stream chat on really soon. Hold on. Alright. Based. But that should fix itself a little bit as we get later. So I'm sorry about that. It is not your friend when you're in southwest Iowa whatsoever. But we're rolling north. Severe thunderstorm, warm storm. Definitely lower clouds on the north side of the storm for maybe some structure potential. I'm not sure. We'll see. Clear field. But yeah, we're on Highway 25 going north here. This is the highway that goes directly to Greenfield from the south. But it looks like we're starting to fire up along the whole cold front now. See what happens. There's a little potential of a tornado. Not a very high one, but there is that chance, that little bit of a chance. I do have my spotter dot on if you guys have radar scope or some other program that lets you see spotter dots. But we're currently heading towards this severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, it's crazy how quick that thing got severe warned. 41 miles to Greenfield, it says, but we're not probably going that far north right now, at least. We got some other little rain showers right in front of us that are trying to become little storms as well. But those rising tops that just end up doing something crazy. But we're just watching. We're just watching. Definitely some severe potential today. They'll probably issue a severe thunderstorm watch for the next 2 hours, as long as we keep getting more storms that look pretty severe level, like that last one. I got US Cellular, so I mean there's a chance we'll have some data. I'd say that's probably the best Iowa one. Well, it is definitely the best Iowa data, but it still's rough. Looks like we got some little tiny areas looking like they're rotating underneath these storms. When these things shoot up, they get those funnels and landspout potential when they shoot off, which I don't think we're going to see one, but I mean, you never know. It's pretty low odds, but there's definitely some structure on this storm. I can already see it from here. It actually is going to look pretty nice. So yeah, we're going to go after this storm as long as it can stay together. Alright, yeah, I'm seeing over the horizon here, we're starting to see some structure on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that, but if you look all the way down into the bottom corner, somewhere over there, I don't know where I'm pointing at all, but I'm just kind of estimating. If you look down over there, there's a little bit of structure look to it. There may be something here to watch. We'll see. Just decide to just drop a little funnel out, but we'll see. A lot. Probably more important than 3 Cape. But either way, if you have them both, you're going to be having a shot of some landspout potential, and obviously it helps out with tornado potential too, but today's really not a tornado day, it'd be a landspout kind of day. Either way, it's mostly a severe weather day in the first place, so we'll see what happens. You just try to look out for these little boundaries like this, and that's where you get your chance of a landspout or funnel. Yeah, we got a little bit of structure. Got some pretty low lowering over there on the storm. Interesting. Oh, severe thunderstorm warning was, in fact, extended, so we'll probably be in it, I'd say, at some point. We may actually go through Greenfield, which would be kind of odd, but we might actually end up going through there. Let me see what the environment is kind of doing. 3 Cape vorticity. Yeah, lots of 3 Cape and vorticity. That's what we'd like to see. In these environments, you get those little short-lived funnels and landspouts. They can happen. Lapse rates aren't amazing, which is kind of one of the other things you want, but the vorticity is crazy, and that's one thing. That's probably the most important thing on these kind of days. And the storm seems to be kind of going along with the cold front, which is interesting. We'll see what happens. oppressive environment for tornadoes especially, but it's definitely a good one for severe thunderstorms in a little bit. Sorry, I haven't had the stream chat open. Let me check it out. Verizon. Really? Verizon's better in this corner? I didn't know that. That's kind of interesting. Maybe if I ever do like one of those things where I have multiple data sites, I'll have to patch in a Verizon one too. Yeah, this looks interesting over there. It looks like some sort of little shelfy kind of looking thing. Just something's going on underneath that storm. That's a little lower than these higher cloud bases that are going on right now. Little scud right in front of us. It's always fun to see on the bottom of these growing updrafts. But anyways, we're headed north here. Let's see what's going on over there in a little bit when we get that direction. Just looks like it could be the cold front itself's kind of pushing up against the storms. I can't tell, because they are on the good side of the cold front, which is what you want for severe potential and everything. Yeah, I bet it does feel better. Oh man, it was hot out earlier. Now it's actually not bad once you get into the storms. Now we're in rain. These little storms that were in front, like I said, are kind of starting to do a little bit of rain, and might have some lightning here soon. Let's see. A lot of little storms to watch out for, though. You never know what can do something today. It's one of those fun days that you just never know. Hard to chase them, though, because you just, you know. We're on the way up this way. This whole thing's about to become like some sort of linear storm itself, and probably severe one for a lot of areas, but we'll see. Definitely have a decent chase of people, so I really seeing it all. Be a part of that, let me know. Should be a fun little. Let's see. Data doing iffy. Data is not happy right now. Data is not very happy at the current moment. We'll see what happens. I think it's that little cloud base over there is really interesting. Anyways, we're out here in southwestern Iowa. Dropped about 6 degrees so far. It's about 92 when I first was driving, but now it says 86. Once we find a decent area with some decent data, I'll probably stop for a little while. Gives ourselves a little bit of time to look and decide what the best plan is. There's a ton of CG bolts in this thing. Really impressed by it. This boundary doing decent. I mean, if this boundary can get some of this vorticity to be used, we might actually have a chance of a little Landspout tornado. Just Larry, do you guys kind of know any areas that have good data? Like, that's what I'm kind of trying to look for right now. Because I'm currently just about to get to 34. 34. Yeah, that last video did kind of crazy. I'm surprised. But that St. Louis tornado was kind of crazy, though. Especially just being a major city like that. Those are the worst. We really haven't had too many recently. Wow, big CGs. Yeah, we're probably going to stop up here. We're only like 20 minutes from Greenfield right now. We're like right next. We're just south of it. Like I said, if you guys have radar scope, I do have my spotter dot on. But yeah, we're basically just south of there. This is the highway I caught Greenfield on, actually. The early part of it. That's kind of crazy. It's a good highway, I will say that. It's a decent highway. Data's not great, but the chasing rate's actually solid. We got a nice little flat base over there. I don't see too much going on otherwise. See some low clouds inside of the precipitation kind of area, but nothing really that looks too interesting overall. But it's definitely a powerful storm. I've seen a lot of CG bolts out my left window, so. And this boundary, you get a storm to fire up on that boundary that wants to just keep doing well. We might actually have a shot, but we'll see. We're going to roll up. Dang it, this road doesn't paved. I thought this was paved. Where is this paved road? Oh, we're going to have to go over to Creston. Oh wait, no, there's a paved road to the west. Alright, we're going to go close to the severe thunderstorm, I think. Alright, we're going to go right after this severe thunderstorm, I think. They're moving slow, so we can like get right up to it and not have to worry. Alright, let's roll right for it. Should be a paved road. This the road we're gonna take is like literally the road Reed Timmer was on during Greenfield. Like, that's actually kind of funny. What are the odds that we're like on the exact roads that we're taking for some of the better the best intercept of that tornado? But yeah, we're gonna take it right up here soon. When we get closer, you guys should start seeing some good CGs off of it. I mean, I was seeing a bunch. We got the severe warning thunderstorm right here. Some small hail involved with it, but mostly, for the most part, it's damaging winds. Waterloo, yep. Hey, thanks for tuning in, though. I always appreciate it, especially the new. Really appreciate you guys, but obviously the people that have been here all along, I really appreciate all of you. So it's always fun having people to talk to when I'm chasing, especially by myself like this. It helps it make just a little more fun. I got the severe thunderstorm warning for Messina, Iowa. It's headed towards Greenfield currently. Should see some CG bolts, but I haven't yet, after I said I would. There's been a lot in this storm. 0.8 and 60-mile-per-hour winds is the severe thunderstorm warning right now. Got a lot more rain and other storms behind it. Let's see what's going on. This whole boundary is starting to light up now. And it should be lit up for the next couple hours. We got a long ways to go for this. So we're going to take this turn towards Prescott, Iowa in a little bit here. Yeah, I feel like that Omaha Metro is going to get completely missed. Actually, you guys got a little bit earlier, but otherwise I think you guys are going to get missed. It kind of formed the main stuff formed to the southeast of there, which is kind of unfortunate. Let me put in Greenfield. But yeah, we're probably going through Greenfield today, so we may actually see some. That's the route. Alright, I found our route. 40 minutes to Greenfield if we take this direction. So we're going to roll this way and then roll up. We're going to go north here soon. Tons of lightning, like substantial amounts of lightning in this storm. But I really appreciate everybody for tuning in here. fast, or that fast when I'm chasing, but I don't drive slow, so it's gonna be weird to have someone really close, but whatever. I keep thinking, wow, this guy really wants to pass me. I'm not going slow at all. Yeah, this thing looks really solid right now. I think it's gonna look really nice in a couple hour or so, maybe. Turn on the air for up there to keep my phone cool. That's one of the biggest issues while I'm chasing. Keeping the screen where you get these severe thunderstorm warnings. Some pictures of a shelf, maybe. It looks like it's trying to form some sort of outflow structure on it. I can see some structure in there. If you can, obviously you guys can see better than I can even on the stream, because streams are always a lot more contrasted than the actual view to the human eye, which is really funny, but it is. And like, it's not adjustment, that's just how it is. Road that Reed was on, though. I'm about 90% sure this is the road that Reed Timmer was on during his Greenfield intercept that we're going to be on here soon. Big CGs. Those are some powerful, positive CG bolts. Yeah, we got some structure on it. You can just kind of tell when you look into there. It's a touch, just a little bit of structure. I don't even need radar today, really. I can just kind of roll with it. That's the best part about these kind of days. You just kind of roll with them. This is a good area for chasing now. I will say that. I mean, there's a lot of rolling little open area hills. Decent gravel connections. Also good paved connections too. I'm not sure if that's the road I'm turning onto. We'll see in a little bit. I've got about a couple minutes till I turn, so we'll know whenever I turn what road it is. And my navigation's not really on. It's like kind of on, but I'm not really looking at it. I just kind of know what I'm doing, and I turned it on just in case I need to see anything specific. I can see a shelf forming. If you guys look right in there, there's that really low stuff hanging down. But if you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you do want to talk and chat, you do have to subscribe. But yeah. Alright, well, we're getting really close here to this turn. Got a lot of low-hanging clouds to the north on that boundary, which is really interesting. Right road. If it's the Reed Timmer Greenfield road, because it should be the paved one that's right before. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, yeah, I'm going straight through Prescott. That's funny. That's really funny. I'm actually going right on through the highway there. Got 3 miles till we turn. Because yeah, I'm headed north. I'm going to be headed north on that highway that goes through Prescott. Got that shelf trying to form in there. Oh, it's right here. Alright. Making our turn northward. Some powerful little CG bolts. Alright. Is this paved all the way up? The guy that lives in Prescott probably might know. Because I'm just trying to get to Greenfield from this road. Yeah, I don't think this is the road that Reed took, but still. But is this Prescott road, is there a way to get to Greenfield that's paved? I'm just trying to think here. But wow, that boundary is really spinning. You can see some low-hanging clouds underneath it. A couple different areas. Wow, this actually could be, we could actually get some landspouts. I'm not joking. Like, that boundary up there looks really intriguing right now. Huh. Yeah, no, I think we may legitimately have a chance for some landspouts. I see like 4 or 5 little areas of scud hanging down. Easily get some. We have so much surface vorticity right now along this boundary, and that's all you need really for a tornado now in this time of year. Lots of cape, lots of 3 cape. Okay, instead of turning, go to Cromwell. Instead of going to Sorry about that. Wait, let me try to read that quick. Instead of turning to go to Cromwell, just keep going straight. All right, perfect. Wow, the boundary's looking good, guys. I'm not going to be surprised if we see something spinning down from there. Lots of vorticity and lots of 3K. If you guys don't know what that means, it's basically like the lowest level instability there, and it's also, and then vorticity is kind of just little low-level spin, and those are kind of used to forecast landspouts a lot of the times, and we got a lot of it today, so it's really hilly through here. I'm just kind of surprised. The data, I'm not sure how the data is going to be here, but if it drops, it'll be back up within a little bit. Rolling north, so I'm not going to turn right. I'm going to keep going straight. That works for me. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any tornadoes in Iowa today. I don't think so, but you know, we're out. You know, if there's going to be one, we're probably in one of the best spots we can be in to have one. Be on stream. That's the goal. That's always the goal. You know, if one's going to happen, to be on it. This boundary is the best chance right now, I'd say, and it looks decent. I would say decent. Alright, so we're going through Prescott. We're not going to turn like we said. That's funny. What are the odds of that? I think I'm gonna take with this. It's harder to navigate when I'm driving by myself. We'll see what happens. We're gonna go on this, I think, little road. I'm gonna take what this says, and then you said go straight, right? Well, this actually might be right. This could be right. I don't know for sure. I don't know. I need to get to a high point because I just saw that like really starting to roll. Boundary's really starting to get low and scuddy looking. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Should flatten up a touch here. Get a little bit better for chasing. I've definitely been on this road before. I don't know when. I just know I have been on this road for chasing before. Alright, let's see. We gotta get back a few of that boundary, because that's where they're gonna be. If you guys know what I mean. If there's gonna be a landspout, we're gonna miss it right now, because I just saw that boundary have some like funnel looking thing. All right, we gotta go. We gotta get up this hill. We gotta get up this hill right now. I just saw some like stuff hanging down. Lots of scud. Oh man. That could very well be a funnel on that left side of it. It's very laminar looking. I don't know, guys. That looked pretty interesting. It didn't quite just look like a scud cloud there. I think we're gonna have a shot. No, if a tornado does form today, it'd be very weak and very short-lived. If we find a spot to set that has good data and is in a good area, I might stop. Don't want this storm to run me over either, because then we're going to be stuck behind rain for a while. So I'm kind of deciding maybe we should just wait and just keep rolling north, and then we'll stop in a long while. This storm's looking good. It's got some nice little color to it, if you guys can see it to my west. It's got nice color to it. I mean, it's severe warm still. Yeah, this boundary looks very, very landspouty. There was a day last year, we had a 2% tornado risk in central Iowa, and that thing was just spitting out landspouts, and it looks very similar to that. Oh yeah, I like it. I like the look a lot. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, you might get a good view of this storm. It's actually coming not quite right for you, but it's going to be close. Man, that's a decent looking storm. Yeah, we got to roll though, because otherwise we're going to get... Be able to see the... Yeah, you guys can't really see as good as I can over that hill. It's kind of weird. I think my camera's really wide for my streaming. Got a lot of little scud hanging down though. It's definitely a conducive boundary for funnels and landspouts. I just don't know for sure. You just really can't estimate or forecast it. It just happen if they do, you know. These kind of days, they're really hard to chase just because you got to be at the right spot at the right time, very luckily. And we're kind of there. We're not right under the boundary, which is probably where you want to be, but we're pretty close. We'll see. We just need to get north. Be a little rough for a while. It's not the best data. We got 10 miles going north here, but at least we got a little tiny bit of a data re-entry spot. Thank you all for tuning in. Just southwest of Greenfield, Iowa right now. Rolling on this highway, going north, staying ahead of this severe warning storm. Looks like there's likely some hail involved with it too now. Trying to watch for some landspout potential along this boundary. Lots of CG bolts. To Greenfield. Go ahead. Make sure he sees me. I don't know if he saw someone behind him. He was just going to sit there. Try to find a way around this guy as fast as physically possible. Once we get to a passing zone, I'm looking. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. We got this truck. Everything went bad real. Gotta get around this guy. Alright, we can get around him now. Alright, now we're rolling a decent spot. we got 5G, so let's hope it can roll for a little bit with it. Very outflow winds, but it's feeling really... The storm seems to be fizzling a touch, at least this eastern portion is. That left moving kind of other side to it kind of split almost from it. We may end up going east and then back south for a while, or just kind of waiting around and seeing what happens. We got a severe thunderstorm watch though, so... The rain's coming too. Got tractors out. It's not a good place to be. We're in a severe thunderstorm warning right now. Whoa, buddy, you can't come in the middle of the road. The tractor came all the way in the middle of the road. Severe thunderstorm just about to hit. Got some really low clouds as well. Right overhead, basically. Lots of upward motion on them. We got a turn at 1.8 miles on the highway that is. Yeah, you can tell the rain gets a lot heavier when we get up here. You can just see the cutoff. Alright, we're going to have a little bit of heavy rain for just a minute. That hay bale tractor really kind of screwed us over. Alright, we're going to have heavy rain here. We got hit by the severe warning, so... There's a wall of rain out to my left. You can just see it. It's kind of insane. Really low. This gut's really rising like that. It's crazy how fast it is. Alright, here comes the wall of rain. You can just see it. We got 1 mile till we turn right, though. Yeah, man, that guy with the hay bales, he was like really, I don't know. It's too bad. It's too bad. That's one of the like main risks of driving in like Iowa area, because you got those farmers that pull out of nowhere sometimes. It's too bad. Yeah, we might actually cut out of this rain. See what, you know what? I think let's sit around in this town and see what goes down. Yep, that time kept crying. That was really weird. Sit around in this town and see what goes down. Down until it goes around. I don't even know what I said. Right here to 92. That's something I keep saying. Of rain and lightning to our south. After this, we're gonna head east for just a moment. Area probably wait. I'm trying to find this boundary. I see a boundary hanging on the river. Check my We're high enough. Motion on this scud. Heavy rain here. And we'll be rolling away from it. We get a better view of what's going on actually under the storm. It's really hard to tell what's actually going on when you're under the storm like this. 77 degrees. We've dropped almost, what is that, 13 degrees I think since we started or so. 5 miles from our left. Well, we have good data, but we're going to have a bad view for the rain. Lots of moving scud above us. I don't think there's anything to worry about right now, but pretty interesting. Yeah, you got a little shelf maybe possibly forming from. Well, let's see. On radar, you can see a boundary, so this is usually where you see your shelves. It's kind of far out in front, so I'm not really expecting the shelf to come out in front of that far. It was forming a shelf earlier and then it kind of stopped and then it kind of came back. So let's see what happens. Pretty heavy rain right now though. Still severe warning. Just west of Greenfield. I'm just trying to just avoid those puddles in the road. I just really don't want to get the hydroplane. So I can always go over to the center. Whenever there's nobody there, I just go to the center sometimes. Big, huge scud to my left. Yeah, this definitely has a nice shelf under. I can tell. Just so you can kind of see. We're under it right now. That's why I'm getting east, so I can get out of the way of it. Get a view. Be there soon. Just west of Greenfield, Iowa. Like actually 4 miles west of there. So. Just kind of crazy, but we are. It's quite an area. It's very hilly. It's quite wide open for the most part, but it's really hilly. It's hard to find good spots. Yeah, there's a shelf or something on this. You kind of see it down in front of everything a little bit, which is kind of what you want. We'll see. We'll decide once we take a peek at this for a little while. Alright, we're out of the rain now. Should have a view of the shelf, or if there is one, or if not, I don't know for sure. I'm not sure how the data is on this sort of. I assume it should be a little better, since it's a touch more of a not as rural highway, but who knows. That southern storm's pretty isolated by itself. Got a couple more blobs of rain and storms down there. Take my pick. Good. We're doing good here. Trying to get to a spot where I can look back. Yeah, I know. That's what I was just thinking. I'm going to see Greenfield while we're in a storm. That's kind of insane. At least it's not anything tornadic right now, so that's good. Nothing to worry about for the area other than some heavy rain and maybe some wind. Other than that, though, pretty. Can't see much. I'm gonna take a peek when I have a chance, but I don't really know for sure. I could stop there, maybe. We got good data. Wouldn't hurt to stop. I'll slow down a touch so I know what I'm doing. Could have went down that road, but I don't. It looks a little sketchy. And now we're gonna get into town. Oh, okay, I could have just turned around. Whoops. Well, it's all right. We're not in any sort of hurry right now. It's moving super slow, and we got out way in front of it, so. That I just saw. That church parking lot looked decent. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We got plenty of time. We're way ahead of it now. All it took was that long. Oh yeah, it's got some look to it. It's got a look. It's got a nice little look to it. Huh. Wow. What in the world is going on in there? That's really crazy looking. Why does it look like a wall cloud? What is going on? Sorry guys, you guys can't see. Like a wall cloud. It's quite a lot. It's latching the bound. What's going on? Take a peek. Right now. Solid looking. Alright, let's get east of town now. And then just kind of stop after we get past it, because we just want to get to a better area before stopping again, because it looks good. It's just a weird looking shelf. I like the look though. Alright, we got Greenfield here, so there may be some damage still from that tornado last year. what's going on with that structure that's on there. Alright, we're currently in Greenfield now, so there may be damage paths still visible. That's kind of crazy. We're driving through here while we're on Chase. I actually have no clue. I don't know where it crossed. Actually, it crossed in the northeast portion of this highway, so it's gonna. We'll see where it crossed at least. Wow. Hello. Yeah, we're currently driving through Greenfield right now. We'll see where this path is. We got this really nice looking storm to my west currently. Let's see what happens with it. Oh yeah, this is the side. Wow, big CG burst over there. Yeah, this is where it is. I know this from the pictures. You can just tell this is the side that got hit. Those are some new houses. Yeah, those are some very new houses. Thanks. Yeah, you could just tell that was an area because those were some very new houses almost all over. Alright. Headed back east. We're going to take a view of this storm here soon. I'll try to get it so you guys can see a good view of it too. It was crazy looking last time I looked at it. It may not be now, but it was for sure when I looked at it last. A bunch of CG bolts out in front of the storm, which is kind of interesting. Honestly, quite a ways out in front. Turn into here, or not really turn. Just going down this road and turning around. This is not a road. Whoops. Nobody behind me, right? Yeah, there's nobody behind me. I'll just drive up here. Whoa! Storm looks good. Storm looks very nice. Yeah, there was nobody behind me, so I was like, you know what? Let's just do this. Nobody even coming the other way until I got ready to be. Very solid storm. It's kind of impressive. Very impressed. Actually, let's go over here and take a view of it. Let's take a nice little peek. Wow. It's looking decent. Very decent looking. Huh. Impressed. Very impressed by this. Good. Take some pictures of my camera. I didn't think I'd be taking this out today. Very impressed. It's right along this boundary, it must be, because I mean, this is usually what this looks like, a big 3 Cape vorticity supercell kind of look, which it's not even a supercell. It's just like that's what it looks like. This real quick. This thing keeps getting better and better looking. weird spot for this thing looks so good. Alright, we're gonna keep rolling east. I see a really like a little cell that's like shooting out a crap ton of lightning out in front of us, so I think that's where we're gonna head. Beautiful storm here near Greenfield. We're gonna keep heading east and we'll turn back around here soon, but I'm really interested in what this storm out in front. It's directly on the boundary, which is where you'd get a funnel. I mean, man, that thing's just shooting out lightning. I can see it in person right over there. Watch for it. I mean, thank you all for tuning in here. We're just rolling just near Greenfield, Iowa. Good structure on this storm to my west right now. It's just now going over Greenfield. There's really nothing going on with the storm itself. It just looks cool. Those are the best ones, you know. They're not actually doing anything. It just looks crazy. Let's see what this little tiny storm over to the east is doing too. Just shooting out bolts. This thing must be just interacting with the boundary a touch. But thank you all for tuning in. If you want to help support any further, super chats and becoming a member really help out. It helps pay for the gas and all the stuff like that. You know, it's expensive doing gas and all that, but if anybody'd like to contribute to that, I do appreciate it. But otherwise, just like and subscribe. That helps out too. Helps share the stream to a lot more people. Yeah, definitely no. Oh, there's higher hill into the east. Oh, perfect. There's no tornadoes with this. It just looks nice. It just looks nice. We got this boundary out here, but then there's like this little storm that just formed along it. Yeah, there's tons of weird little storms around right now. Maxburg has this one little cell that looks shot up like crazy. And I'm gonna keep getting east so that I can get back in front of this shelf for another shot of it. Thank you all for tuning in. I need to get my lightning trigger back rolling. I need to get a new cord for it. Rainy looking, but man, it was shooting out bolts. 90% sure that thing will be a intense. And the tornadoes out in front are also crazy. Going on right now. Good. I don't think there's any derechos in Iowa. For one, if they have a little higher cape and some sure going the right way, you could get a derecho. That road would not be fun. I always like looking at those low maintenance roads and being like, yeah, no, not worth it, not at all. Still looks decent. It doesn't quite look as good. I've never seen a Euro one. UK, or I guess UK. Super chat's pretty cool. I appreciate that. Alright, well, let's take a peek here. If we get to a good data spot, I might stop. I don't really know if we are going to. South to Creston. Take on the next south storm at least. very much damaging wind at all. Just one or two. Getting closer to central Iowa now. We're gonna be at Creston here soon. Alright, I got data again. Or what the plan is for right now. We'll take on that storm that's down there a little bit, because there's some other storms from the west down there. I feel like we got a better shot for a while if we do that instead of go east with this. Plenty more storms down south instead of if we go the other way. That was a fun little storm for a while there, though. We got a nice shelf. South. Rolling this way. We'll see what happens. Now, this is not bad terrain. It's hilly, but you can make it work. Like, if I was in a tornado warning here, I'd be kind of fine, because you've got plenty of paved roads. It's just hard, you know, because it's so hilly. You got to find the top of a hill with a gravel road to stop on. But other than that, it's not bad at all. I would not mind being here if I had to be. And we are, but obviously just some rain and some severe storms we're looking for right now. But yeah, we're headed south. Looking for this next storm. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Data's been rough. That's might be an understatement, but it's not been good. I knew Southwest Iowa was going to be rough, though. If we were in Northern Iowa, it'd be good, but it's just not good down here for the most part. Either way, we're pushing through it. Feeling some wind from it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I can kind of see the stream chat every so often, so any questions, I'll try to answer them. We should have like 3 or 4 more days of this. It's crazy for severe weather in Iowa, back to back to back. An early morning kind of thing, I don't know for sure. Tuesday looks like there could be a chance tomorrow. Wednesday looks good. I would say that one's the biggest kind of day right now. I can see tornadoes happening on Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, you know, it could be some stuff, so we'll have to see. We will have to see what goes down, because I plan on chasing a lot more this stretch this week. Looking for a lot of good structure. I'm currently just north of Creston, Iowa. Heading south, there should be another severe thunderstorm here fairly soon. It looked like that storm was really starting to intensify. Maybe not severe, but it's starting to get there. We'll see. Tons of lightning. Storm tops are doing really well. We'll see what happens. I don't know about if it's going to get severe more, but I'm just about, I'd say, probably 5 miles north of Creston. Yeah, 5 miles north of Creston right now. I really appreciate all that. You always help out, so thank you for that, being a member and sending super chats and all that. You've been here for a while, so I appreciate it. But we're heading right now to decent storms. I've been looking, and we're going to have a decently potent sort of MCS kind of thing, which is damaging winds and really heavy rain and stuff. We'll see what happens. It looks like it's I should kind of keep watching, even up to about Des Moines area, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're trying to monitor that as we go on here. This looks like really heavy rain, a lot of lightning, but I could really see this stuff starting to congeal together later this evening as it goes on. But we'll see. That shear is going to improve, so we're going to have a lot better chances for severe thunderstorms here coming up in the next couple hours as we get closer to evening time. Yeah, no tornadoes really. Tornadoes are a very low chance today. There is a 2% tornado risk, but it'll probably get taken away with the next update, as far as I know at least. Welcome in. Thanks for tuning in to the stream. Just north of Creston, Iowa, we're about to be in the town. We'll probably wait there for a while, see what happens to the south, and then we'll either punch it or we'll kind of just wait around for that next blob. If you guys, like I said, if you guys look at radar right now, if you guys have radar, there's a pretty near the southwestern Iowa-Missouri border. So I'm kind of watching that to do something in the next couple, like hour or two, and start to congeal together and become a more pronounced system. But we also have that really heavy rain to the south with a bunch of lightning and good storm tops that's kind of rolling this way too. So, like I said, we'll probably just sit around down there for a while, trying to do something. Wind related, obviously, not anything tornadic. Likely not tornadoes today, unless something gets crazy. Looking at that storm down there, maybe some structure on it. I can't tell. It's hard to see from this far, but it's getting this direction. It gets a lot flatter down here, especially this creston area. You get a little bit of flatness. So we're probably going to take a stop once we find some good area for data, which there is good data right now. So I'm kind of considering stopping and waiting for a while as we let this stuff come to us for the most part. Just sit around here. You can sit here. This factory. Maybe not. Nah, probably not. There's nobody else on this road, otherwise I wouldn't stop. I just wanted to take a peek and just see what it looked like. I don't really think I want to. I think there's probably better spots to the south here, better. But we'll see. Just watching these storms, data's good right now, so that's hopefully it can stay together as we get further south towards the city, so it's not like we're getting away from a town or anything. I guess it's not really a city, but it's a town. There's some structure on it. If you guys probably can't see it, but there's some structure on it. So yeah, we're definitely going to stay with this storm until that southern one really starts to get going, because I do feel like it is going to within the next while here. This one's coming right at us though, so should be a little fun here. Shaft to the west, or to the southeast, sorry, to my left. Nothing too crazy. Closer and closer to this storm. It's holding steady, so we're doing decent here with data-wise, at least. Thank you all for tuning in. If you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. You do have to be subscribed to send chats, so if you do want to send any chats or talk, you do have to be subscribed, but I appreciate all that. We're kind of looking at a little bit of structure here. It's a tiny little bit. You can see some stuff embedded back there. We'll see when it gets closer if it does anything, if it has anything on it. Because we can obviously go west for just a touch. And again, I do appreciate you guys for sending your super chats. They do really help, especially with the gas money rolling around in southwestern Iowa on in a June day. Just looking for storms, looking for structure, looking for bolts. That's kind of what we're doing right now. Looking for severe storms also. Do some coverage on them, some live coverage. Here's your rain shaft right there. It's that big white blob. Heavy rain and maybe some hail in there. Right, not too big a hail, but it might be getting there. That storm top's really exploding on this storm. Oh yeah, I forgot it gets rough in the town. Data gets rough, or I mean, seed and stuff gets rough. Trees get rough. I couldn't think of what I was trying to say. Punch right into it, west on 34. never been on this side of Creston before. Okay, we're gonna go this way just for a second. This seems like the road that gets us to where we want to go. Sorry about that. Get you guys straighten back out a little bit. Good CG bolts on this thing. Trying to find a spot here to look. 387 people, that's a lot of people, guys. I really appreciate that. We're gonna be out here for quite a while longer. We got some night chasing to do tonight, I think, with these storms, depending on how long they can keep staying together, but we'll see. I feel like these are gonna last for a while tonight. We got a lot of instability. That shear should keep improving too here. Get to where I was going, but we'll see what happens. So it looked like you could go this way, and then there's this, yeah, and then you turn left here at the stoplight, and then you go south. I'm trying to decide if I want to punch it or if I want to like just let it pass to my west. There's no hail in it, I don't think, so I'm kind of like, maybe I should just punch it. Or we could go get ready for the big. I really think that's starting to form an MCS down south. Got some severe thunderstorm warnings for Des Moines right now. Out east of here. Alright, where are we turning? Is this the turn? I don't think this is the turn. No, this isn't the turn. I don't know if it's a stop sign or is it... Yeah, it's a stop sign. It's hard to tell on that one. Well, that was the turn, I think. Oops. I think I see another way I can get down south. Let's take it now. Get myself a view of this thing first. We'll see if there's any structure on it. There should be some heavy rain back there, though. Very heavy rain. Lots of lightning. Lightning's continuing to pick up. My goal tonight is to get some really nice CG bolts on camera. That is my goal. On my picture, like take pictures of them. Creston is about to get hit by this rain. Data stays a little steady for a while here. Alright. Let's turn navigation down to the south, where I'm trying to get to. Set up here for a little bit if the data's still good, so we'll probably try to find a spot to set for a moment. Get some stuff in order. Yeah, I see like a dirt cloud, like something spinning up. I assume it was smoke from a fire, but on the first glance, it looked like a dust swirl from a tornado, and I was really confused. I was like, what is going on over there? Whoa, good light over there. There's nothing above it, I don't think. data, so it's a good spot to be in. I'm hoping to find a storm like this tonight, or I can just set around like this and get some good CG bolt pictures. I don't know if that was like smoke or what. It looked really weird to my eye. I don't think there'd be anything with the dust swirl under it right now, so. Alright. Plus it'll be a really weird spot to have a dust swirl. Alright. Now we're sitting here for a moment. Welcome in, guys. We got 442 people. We're just northwest of Creston right now. Got some severe thunderstorm warnings around the state. We're going to Afton. There's a little storm to our east that's starting to look really interesting on radar. Thank y'all for watching, though. We got a lot of people on stream today. Again, last couple streams have done well, so I really appreciate all that. Alright, we're going to roll east for just a moment here. I think I want to get out in front so I can see this other storm. I don't want to watch the rain as much as I want to see what this one that looks like. There looks like a little bit of rotation up in the part of this other storm I'm looking at right now. So I'm trying to get east of town. We'll see what happens. But this sounds about, Creston's about to get hit by some pretty heavy rain here. 430 people though, that's most I've had in a while. Yep. I saw that Des Moines starting to get hammered now too, so we've got a bunch of storms around the state currently. A bunch of storms around the state starting to do some stuff. Storms that are rolling up, and they kind of look like they got some rotation on them, so I'm kind of going after them right now. So my plan is to get away from this one. See what happens. I can see these. There's a reason I'm interested, because there's a lot of vorticity, which is like low-level spin, and a lot of low-level instability, so I'm watching that, because you can get a little storm that wants to spin up and produce a small, short-lived tornado, so that's what I'm looking for right now. But we're looking for this, I'm thinking there could be some sort of MCS kind of thing out of southwest Iowa tonight that kind of rolls across the bottom of the state, but we'll see. I'm not very confident in that happening right now, but it could definitely, if it wanted to happen today. We'll see what happens, though. Des Moines has a severe thunderstorm warning as well. Thank you all for tuning in here. We got a lot of lightning. I know there's nobody here. Wow, that lightning was very close. That CG struck like right above us. Yeah, I think I'm the only chaser here. We got 2% tornado risk and a lot of severe thunderstorms, so we're gonna see what happens. My plan right now is to get east of town on this northern highway, and then we're going to get going south from there on 34, sorry. But we're rolling east out of Creston. looking at these couple rotating looking mini supercells almost, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, it looks like Southwest Iowa is really starting to get a nice MCS rolling, so that'll be the next target after we get through this. But I'm thinking tonight across southern Iowa there could be a decent wind kind of driven system. We'll see. I don't know for sure. I'm gonna head home. I live in Iowa, so I'll head home, but I think tomorrow there's another chance around here, but we'll have to see. I'm thinking there's gonna be a decent chance. These next couple days in Iowa look interesting, so we'll see what happens. But I do have a good feeling about Wednesday, especially. Is Maxwell good? Like Maxwell's like the place in Kirksville? I'm trying to figure out what you like Maxwell's. I can't see it right now. We're rolling out of town. Got a little bit longer. Got about a mile left, and not on highways. I really appreciate that. That helps out with the gas a lot. Still east of Ames, yeah. I was gonna say there's that one, Maxwell, Iowa. I'm not sure where that's at actually. Is that like right next to us? I haven't looked. I can't look at radar right this minute. But anyways, thank you for the super chat. That really helps out. Appreciate that. We're still rolling around here in southwestern Iowa. 3 mini cells by St. Mary, Indiana, Norwalk. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. There's a lot of mini supercells going on. I had a feeling we could get them. It's just you needed a little bit of luck. And there's kind of this one down near southwestern Iowa that I'm kind of eyeballing right now. See if they can actually do anything. Lots of 3K vorticity, and they're right along that boundary, which is exactly what you want with these. You guys can see out that way. You can see that heavy rain right there, but I think that's what we're going after right now because it's kind of looking like a miniature supercell. Even the bottom half of this storm is. So we're going to try to get east and then kind of punch through it quick. Even though this storm looks really interesting, the one we're north of. If you guys look at Creston, Iowa, look south. If you guys see that near Kent area, looks like some rotation deeply inside of that thing. It looks like it's trying to get some mergers too. So if it can get some mergers, you might actually have a shot. Wow, I can see some low-level clouds here. We're watching. We are watching this thing. Might have to punch through and get to it. Yeah, we're definitely north of a sort of embedded supercell right now. I'm kind of curious what's going on, what we should do. Not yet. It's looking more interesting. We've got a boundary and these storms are starting to interact with this boundary. So we're kind of getting to an interesting part of the stream right now because I'm kind of feeling like we could have a shot. Because they're right involved with this boundary. There's the storm just to our south. Stopped on the road. I was really worried for a minute. I was like, oh man, we're gonna get stuck. It stopped on a track. That's why they made that bridge. Still a lot of CG bolts on this thing. Almost at 500 viewers. I really appreciate that. Helps out a ton. Makes it really fun for me to do these live streams. A lot of people don't like live streaming, but I really, really, really enjoy it. So seeing some people on here really helps me want to keep doing them. I see a lot of motion going on right now over there. don't know what's going on, but I see a ton of motion, like left to right motion on this storm. That needs to be watched. Looks like a boundary interaction with the storm. Alright, we're going to try to find a spot here. Take a peek at this. This thing is merging with the boundary that I was talking about. This is how you get your tornadoes on these days. It's really, really uncommon, but this is how you get them. We're going to go south here just for a minute and try to get to a good view, because I can see it, the interaction currently ongoing right now. I saw a lot of motion on the storm interaction. It's right behind these trees, so we'll see what happens if I can get there in time. I should have went, but it's alright. I should be able to go after this guy turns. Yeah, there'll be an opening. We're going to take a jump south here. Alright, we gotta go. Alright, so we're looking at this little... Yeah, I'm just east of Creston right now. This boundary interaction looks really funky. Let's see what happens over this hill. Lots of scud moving around over there. You guys can see all that. I hope you guys can. I hope the data doesn't cut out right now. The boundary interaction is cool. Up to the top of this hill and try to find a road or something. Alright, we can probably just stop right up here. There's a huge shoulder on this road, so I might be able to just stop. Yeah, we're gonna stop right here. Look at that. Whoa. Don't go too far off the shoulder. Hey, look at this. We got this nice little boundary here. See what's happening. Oh man, radar's looking good on the bottom side of the storm. I almost feel like I should continue heading south. Wait, no, that's not the right direction. Low hanging scud over there. Looks mostly shelfy for right this minute, but it's pretty shelf looking. Now south, I need to get south, I think, because this is starting to look really decent. I don't know how far this road goes for, though. That's my only issue. I might as well just keep rolling, and if it stops getting paved, I can kind of stop. But we're gonna keep rolling south. It looks like it's maybe trying to rotate a touch. Not that, but like over to this way, behind some of this rain. So if we get going here, if we keep going down south, we'll have a shot at looking in there. Very high precipitation, I will say that. Hopefully we have good data through here. Oh, we got 499 people. Hey, I really appreciate the super chat. Helps out with the gas prices and everything, so I really appreciate that. We're rolling towards this storm that looks really interesting. We'll see. We'll see what happens when we get down this way. I'm just trying to punch through the storm. I don't know how long this road goes for, so that's my only sort of risk here, but it doesn't, I mean, not really a risk, but you know what I mean. It's kind of a gamble on it. See if it's a good road to take. They just stay in a little bit decent, so let's hope we can stay like that. Just trying to watch every direction, see what's going on. We got two like storms, and it looks like we got our MCS really forming out west, southwest of here. So I'm interested in that too after we get through this. Let's see what goes down. Just to our southeast, looks like it's trying to rotate a touch, like this direction, right out there. You actually can kind of see it in person what's kind of trying to do it. We're starting to see some rotational radar with this boundary interaction going on near Shannon City, Iowa. See a very rainy tornado, but if something would go, we'd be right on it. Looks nice. It's got cool structure up front and everything. Might stop and take a picture here. It's cool looking. I'm gonna take my camera. Oh, no, there it is. We're gonna stop right here real quick so I can grab a nice picture of it. This road. Very HP starting to look. Get up to here. If I stop so I can be a little safer there. Alright, perfect. There we go. That's a lot better of a stop. Didn't want to take any chances with that hill. It's like kind of on a hill, so we gotta be careful of that. Alright, let's take a nice picture here. It's pretty neat on stream. I usually base knowing if I need to take a picture or not off of what the stream looks like, because I can kind of know this and know that. I don't know if it's because my screen's foggy or if it's because, yeah, it's definitely because the camera's foggy. Wow! Big CG out west. Let's wait for the rumble. Maybe. There it is. That foggy. I think it's literally just because there's so much rain in there. It's so hard to see. I might just sit here for a moment. Crazy looking. 495 people. Oh, thank you guys for the donation. Sorry I didn't see them right off the bat, but it really helps. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it a lot. We're kind of in the middle of a couple storms here. We're watching what's happening. Let's see what happens here. Almost got 500 people. Hey, thank you, Alan. Really appreciate that. I think we got the gas paid for, so I really appreciate that, guys. Makes me really enjoy it. I always love streaming, so it really helps whenever I got some people here to watch it. You know, I really appreciate it, guys. We got some rotation, it looks like, on radar out to my west. Just like right out there. I can't see anything because we're kind of on a weird side of it. We kind of need to get south and then maybe east. Just don't see a south option or an east option anytime soon. I do want to keep rolling. see if I can try to find where this is at. 511 guys on the stream, guys. I really appreciate that. It's crazy. Not any tornadoes yet. I think we'll have a lot of flooding potential tonight in a lot of this area of southwest Iowa and southern Iowa mostly too. Looking out my window, see if anything's going on out that way. Just can't see anything. It's so rainy. We're on the wrong side of this little couplet looking thing. Thank you all for tuning in. 528 people. That's crazy, guys. Thank you guys so much. We hit the goal even. So thank you so much for that. I think we're gonna head a little bit south. We're gonna try to find a road that goes west, or sorry, east. Or, not a gravel road. There's no way you can take gravel right now. So take a paved road that goes. You guys can see on that. I don't know, maybe you guys can see more. You definitely can see more than. We're going to be south of this thing very soon. And we're not quite the news here. We got storm chasing. It's more fun. All right, we're gonna look out to the west or east. We've got a little bit of like a couplet looking thing on radar. Just don't see a road that really takes me that way, and that's all I'm looking for right now. Okay, there is one fairly soon, just not like right now. Tons of lightning on that MCS kind of thing for later. In my southwest right now. It's going to keep rolling for the next couple hours that way. Find a good spot to stop right up here soon. Y'all can tune in here. Let's see. I'm going to take a peek to the north here soon. A little town. We're going to be south of this very soon. Data may cut out here. I'm kind of looking at some other storms now. We got a nice MCS to the west. I think that's what we might go after next, after this one. It's a cool area, it's just really bad data. We're near Shannon City now, Iowa. Pavement is. Oh no, wait, never mind. This is fine. Well, is it fine? Okay, so we actually probably don't have anywhere to go, so that's fine. Let's drive right back into the rain. We're gonna go to Afton and Mount Ayr. So right now, this MCS is really starting to set it up. Yeah, sorry guys, this data is rough here. We'll be back in good data here fairly soon. We're heading back up towards Creston. Yeah, southwest Iowa especially has bad data. You get this storm right there. It's kind of the interesting looking one. We never really had a good view of it when it looked like it was rotating the most, which kind of stinks. It's really rainy though, so it's hard to tell what's going on, especially from the west side, man. You can't see anything from that western portion of the storm. It's like that. MCS setting up well. over by Clarinda, Iowa. Headed pure, almost due east right now. That storm is not me, but I'm dead headed due north, but it's headed due east. We'll be in a better data zone here real soon. Even though I think data's doing good. Yeah, I think my goal right now is just keep heading north through this rain. Yeah, I do appreciate it. It does help me a lot when you guys can help. If you guys don't head down on that highway to Mount Ayr. Right now, we're going to have really major flooding issues for a lot of these areas, especially low-lying areas and also areas that have been saturated the most. Rivers, low rivers, and streams. Current view on radar, though, looks like we've got little line of storms, but we got the main one down near Bedford. I'm probably going to head to Mount Ayr and then head west from there. Driving through this rain. You know, we may go west. I don't know how that area is over that way. On the way, I like that road. I like that highway, the one through Clearfield like we took earlier. Actually, we took that earlier. I think we'll do that instead. Yeah, I'm going to turn my navigation off. Good structure show too. Let's see what happens. We got 419 people. We're up to 500 earlier, so I really appreciate that, guys. This might be the best stream I've ever had, so. Yeah, I know, that's what I was thinking. This 100-degree index is nice to get all this rain. Especially, it's going to be real toasty tomorrow, though. That's for sure. This humidity from the ground is going to seep out. And it's just going to make it, like, almost foggy. It's going to be crazy. Might take a rest up here for a little bit in Clarinda. You basically can watch it grow. Yesterday, I went on a trip over to Lincoln at Nebraska, and I came back. And I was like, wow, that corn's actually taller. Like, it almost literally was taller than it was the other day when I drove through. Literally the day before when I drove through. Like, that, it's insane. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting a shelf. And this MCS is starting to elevate itself, or like move itself well. So we're going to have a good, fun, this could be a fun little chase here. We're going to head west, I think, and then south. I don't know. We should head east or west and south. Do you guys know if, which one has better data, Highway 25 or Highway 169? Do you guys know, like down to Mount Ayr, or the one that goes on to Highway 2 west of Mount Ayr? Like, I just need to know which one has better data. If you guys know, otherwise it's fine. But I'm just curious. Someone else might know a little more than I do about the data here. I'm from Southern Iowa, but southeastern Moor, and also I don't know about data like that. So. Webster City. Yeah, there were some storms up there earlier, but thanks for tuning in. I just like having my Iowa people here too. I'm from Iowa, so 25 you think that's better? That's what I was thinking too. And also would probably take us through a little better area and get us right up against that storm too. Put my camera in a better spot to fall off here. Yeah, I think we're gonna go on 25. I'm gonna just take your word for it. It probably is bad data either way, because I know that area is bad data, but it is what it is. So we'll do whatever we need to do with it. It'll come back at some point, but I appreciate you all for staying in through these drops like that. It does drop a lot. Alright, we're back through Preston, not Cleveland. This is Preston, sorry. Messed up my seat pounds. I got 45 minutes to Mount Ayr from this way, so if we go south, from Dodge. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, it's a lot of people leave when their data buff or something, like, it's kind of crazy. I mean, it's hard to control it. That's one thing that's definitely the hardest part about live streaming chasing. Like Starlink and stuff can help with that, but even in heavy rain, you know, that kind of stuff doesn't work. But there are programs that kind of mesh all the data together whenever it's the best right then. It kind of keeps it going. So maybe at some point I'll roll with that, but it's expensive, so it's hard to get some of that stuff. But maybe at some point here as we keep growing. I appreciate everybody for tuning in and helping grow the channel. MCS continuing to grow pretty well in southwest Iowa. MCS is just basically like a wind system, really heavy rain usually, and they can have hail once in a while, but this one definitely probably doesn't. So, and they can also have tornadoes, but that's also less likely with this one especially. In 8 miles we'll turn south. Data's gonna be good for a while, but then we're gonna probably get on that road and like drop off, but we'll be back. Fort Dodge has had some good severe weather. It's also really good chase terrain. I love chasing out by Fort Dodge. It's so flat and wide open. That Highway 20 is incredible for chasing. That's one of my, and it also has great data for the most part, so that's one of my favorite places. Hope to get up there a couple more times. I'm thinking on Wednesday there's a chance of somewhere up around that area. We'll see. $407 people on last time my thing updates, so I appreciate everybody for staying with it. Yeah, I'm back through Creston. I think this is the third time I've been in Creston. Yeah, there's a lot of really, really solid areas in Iowa. Like, just like kind of spread out, but there's a lot of good areas. Basically, wherever you go, you can find somewhere that within a couple 20 to 50 miles where it's like good. I really like northeast of Ottumwa, Iowa is super flat. All of northern Iowa is. I mean, if you live anywhere north of I-80, you're getting to be pretty good. Alright, we're going to find 25 south here. We got 7.5 miles. 432 people on here, guys. Corning, yeah. Sorry, dude. So I was going too slow. I thought the speed limit was 35. I didn't think it was 45. Yeah, you get... Yeah, northeast Iowa, you start getting to the... what's it called? Oh... I can't remember what it's called. Dang it. What is northeastern Iowa? What is that called? The Driftless. That's what it's called, yes. So the Driftless region, where you start getting really rough. You got a lot of trees and everything. Yeah, it's a good idea. It's super hilly, man. Lots of hills and yeah, that town, yeah, Prescott, I think is where you said. It was really hilly and trees. This is kind of a weird little spot. Now, southern Iowa does get rough. There's a lot of rough spots, but there's also some good spots. It's kind of like a pick area. Really all you need for chasing is every couple, 3-4 miles to find one good spot and you can chase. Or you can be in Western Canada again. We might lose data. I do think we'll probably lose data at some point here, but we'll try to keep up as long as we can. So if it cuts out, I'm not ending it. It's just, I'll let you guys know when I am ending it. But if you're new here, don't rolling around southern Iowa in the rain right now. We're looking for this pretty decent looking storm that's starting to form up to my southwest. I think in a little while it will be severe warned even, so we're kind of on the brink of it being good. I bet it does. I bet it does. There's a lot of good fishing in Iowa, but I bet that area, the driftless, has a lot of good. Oh yeah, sandhills are terrible. There's no roads, there's no data. Alright, in 2 miles, alright, perfect. Good to know. Hopefully it comes back soon, but it'll be alright. We'll be back no matter what. Our MCS is starting to get better and better. That's with the scale convective system. It's a linear little system. We'll be able to see it out the window, that's for sure, right away. Trying to hit the big puddles on the edge of the road. Ideal, at least. Quarter of a mile, oh man. That's not too bad, I guess, but still. At 391 people in there, that's still a lot of people. Heavy rain, but we're getting out of this area here soon. I get that reference, don't worry. I do understand the lonesome highway east of Omaha. Yep. About the amplifiers in your head. Yep, Bob Seger. I told you guys I knew that reference. I listen to old music, so I may only be 19, but I listen to old music. So. That is my kind of music. I'm in 2 bands right now, and I'm in both are classic rock cover bands, but the other one's a little more country rock, but there's still a lot of classic. Really heavy rain here. I think it's S-E-G-E-R. I think it's cedar, like it's 2 E's. I don't know though. I can't remember. Wow, this is really heavy rain. Alright, we gotta slow down. Yeah. Yeah, I have heard the Metallica. It's pretty solid. Not bad. Alright, we are in a severe thunderstorm warning, guys. The system finally got warned. 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is really heavy rain. We're going to be cutting south here soon. We're in a severe thunderstorm warning. That little bow echo kind of thing started to be severe one now. So it's got some good winds. This is really heavy rain right now in southern Iowa. We're turning south at 2.8 miles, but this is really bad. Whew. I got locked in right now. Yikes, guys. I'm right near the middle so that I don't get over the edge, but alright, I'm going to completely focus on driving right now. Sorry, but I can't talk to you guys at this point. I'll keep talking, but I can't see what you guys are saying. We got to turn in 2.6 miles, so we got a little ways. Definitely going to be some flooding risk here later. .3 miles to the turn. Almost there, guys. We'll be out of the rain in about 10 minutes, I'd say, once we get going south. We are currently in a severe thunderstorm warning, rain for wind. We got this MCS rolling to the east, going for Mount Ayr area, Bedford. It's basically over Bedford right now, but we're headed south to get right in front of it and get us some shelf pictures. Heavy rain right now, heavy rain. 1.7 miles, and then we turn south, and then we'll be out of this in about, I'd say 5 to 10 minutes, or less, who knows. I can't see the screen chat right now, I'm sorry guys, but I'll be able to in a little bit. It's starting to loosen a little bit, but yeah, it's a little lighter now. We're also getting south. Alright, we got 1.3 miles and we'll be there to the turn at least. Really don't want to get off on the shoulders, so I'm trying to just stay in the middle more until I see people. Because those puddles like to happen right on the edge of the road. And that's right, yep, there you go, like that. I avoided it, but it was a huge puddle. We're good though. Not even severe warning. Well, I guess it technically is severe up here. Yeah, you guys are probably done for the night with rain up there, but 0.7 miles, guys. I don't know how the day is going to be, so I don't think it'll be good, so be ready for drops. But we got to get south so we can get away ahead of this linear system that's coming. Severe warning system. Should be able to at least, okay. It's really starting to bow out, I'd say. This thing's getting stronger and stronger right now. Alright. So we're turning right here, guys. And then we'll be headed south. We'll be out of this rain in probably 5 to 10 minutes. And then we'll be cruising south so we can get ahead of this thing. Need to go a little quick so we can get ahead of it, because I'm a little worried we're going to be caught up to it. Oh yeah, we're way less rain. Alright, if you guys look out that direction, we may start seeing some sort of shelf or something, but it might be a little bit because we got a bunch of rain to get through here. The severe thunderstorm warning ends in 36 minutes. I think we can get south in about 15 to 20. So I think we'll be perfectly fine, but we want to get rolling. That's all I do now. So, lots of lightning, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts coming from that storm. Probably a decent shelf cloud on there. If you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. We've had a really great stream today. It's been fun to talk to you guys. So we'll be out for a couple more hours, I bet, as this storm continues its way eastward. We got a lot of instability and a lot of really great moisture content in the surface. So this will probably last for a while. Yeah, I figured it probably looks really neat to the backside of it today. All right, we're almost out of this rain. Almost out of it. Doing good on gas right now, I think. Yep, I think we're good on gas. Data's actually holding strong, guys. I'm actually impressed. I wasn't sure. It will definitely drop on Highway 2. I do know what Highway 2's data's like. That is a highway I go on all the time, so I do know that Highway 2 gets rough. That was our east option, so I'm going to head down to 2 now. I have to. So that was my only other option to go east, so we're just going to go south. Yeah, we got to accelerate when they're starting to become more severe. We got 17 miles till we turn, so we should be able to be, I think. We'll be really close, but if we don't, we'll be fine. We'll just be able to get out of it within about 10 minutes. Really low clouds out in front of it. You guys can see that, like basically the whole thing's on the ground, which I guess that's still rain forecast, so nothing much. Data's holding strong here-ish. Oh yeah, there's definitely a shelf. I can see it, guys. We got a nice looking shelf cloud on this thing. The $1 a month plan, it helps me out a lot, you know, and also just growing the amount of members I have, even if it's just, I think it's just on YouTube. My phone's trying to overheat. That's kind of weird. Really odd. That should be cool. The data is actually like solid. I'm glad you said this highway. I'm glad you said this highway. I am impressed by how good the data is. So it's a good choice. It's a good choice. Definitely at least 2 or 3 glimpses. Got 14 miles till we turn, so we just want to stay ahead of it. So I'll go see how fast it's moving right now. We do have a town up here. Actually, I don't know. We might have to turn early. Sure, guys, we may actually get hit by it. Doesn't really mean it. It's just a shelf, but and some damaging wind is about it. So nothing too crazy. 13 miles till we turn though, so we may still beat it. Just wanting to stay ahead of it. I'm just not sure we can. I think I left my area just barely too late. It looks good though. You guys will see it really soon. It looks really solid. Some cool, really low hanging clouds off the front of it. We're getting there though. Yeah, it's a little spotty, but it's still better, I think, than the other highway would have been, because I've had some bad experiences with that one before. This one's not bad. I'll turn my wipers off. I don't know why I have them on right now. We've maintained about 400 people all day. That's insane. That's definitely the most I've had for a very, very long time. Shelf's coming up on the horizon here. It's rolling up right at us, guys. We'll get a little view for a while. Might get hit by it, so that's fine, but I'm just saying, like in general, might get. We'll see. Who knows? That's the fun part, though. Rolling around here. It's a nice road. Almost get right. Nice right before this little town. Section starting on that outside. Yep, shoot a new mesoscale discussion, so I'm interested. Oh no, wait, never mind. It's precipitation. Heavy rain, possible flooding. Alright, we're heading south, watching this storm. Shelf should be over on the horizon. We may not get the shelf though if it's going to start getting rain in front of it. Very weird looking storm. It's a weird looking shelf too. Still severe warm. It's a mean little storm. You guys can see those storms out in front of it starting too, which is also weird. I really don't know what's going on. A lot of weird stuff. 11 miles till we turn. Well, that's nice. That's good. Iowa's been really quiet, so it's nice to finally get some good storms. You guys might get some more storms in the morning even. I mean, we're going to have a couple more chances really soon here for storms, so that's a good first one. You know, you always got to get that first one out of the way, and then sometimes they just keep rolling. We got a good pattern for a lot of Iowa stuff this week, all week. Alright, rolling up on this hill. See what's going on here. I see the shelf. I see the top of the shelf. I feel like it's going to fizzle apart now because of the new storms in front of it. So I might end up making a new shelf out in front of that one later on. So that's kind of weird. See what happens. But I feel like that's happening right now currently. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. I think we're getting more storms out in front, so we might actually get a new shelf later on. Interesting. It's really weird. It's really weird. Yeah, because you can see like a shelf, but you can see rain in front of the shelf. That's like really like odd looking. I've never seen something that looked like that on a storm. It's crazy. Oh yeah, we're gonna get poured on again before we get turned in. Oh, that's all right. It is falling off. Right here, but it's fine. About to get slammed by rain once again. Dang, it took away our shelf, guys. Got here just too late to see the shelf. I can see it still, but it's gonna be gone by the time we get down there. That's alright though. It should form a new one out in front of it. Especially with how strong this cold front is. .5 miles. A decent picture of the old. I'll be able to post that on Facebook Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube posts. I've been trying to do a lot more YouTube posts recently because my YouTube channel's been growing, so I've been trying to like really dive into that because I do enjoy making posts on there too because you guys can see it, and you guys are probably my most important fan base. I always would like to say because YouTube is probably my favorite place to make stuff for because it's videos and live streams. Those are the most fun for me. So always appreciate you guys for liking, sharing, and everything on streams and videos, and also obviously the posts all the time I make. Try to do those every two or three a day. You know, it just depends on the day. There's some days I don't, but there's some days I make 3 or 4. So just try to keep it consistent, keep posting stuff on it. This guy, I think he's going to turn into this town. It looks like. Yeah, he definitely is. I was saying he's kept slowing down. I was like, oh, he's going to turn. He's going to turn. Yep. If you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. We've been rolling for, what, 2.5 hours now? 2 hours, 41 minutes. And we're still rolling here. Probably be rolling for another 2 hours or so. Storm's starting to look interesting. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. It just looks interesting. The shelf's kind of gone, but you can kind of see it out that window. A little bit. The rain's starting to form out in front of the shelf, so that's kind of weird. It's because the boundary kind of detached from the storm. Weird, really weird. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we were in Creston a while ago. Now we're in Greenfield, Iowa. my phone at least. I don't know if it did on the stream. Dang guys, this is a good little spot. Yeah, I'm just south of Creston now. Yeah, that's decent. Yeah, I'm actually like pretty close to Creston. We were in there. I think we went through Creston about 4 times today. Welcome back. We got some severe storms. This exploded in front of me. Look at that. Now I'm gonna have to drive through that. You can see that rain even going down like over there. I'm gonna switch the camera over to there so you guys can take a peek at it. It's pretty intense looking, honestly. Decent shelf. It's just getting really scraggly because it kind of got ruined by the front storms that are happening right now. Yeah, we're gonna get punched by some rain right here soon. Big rain blast coming. I don't know the best thing to call it. Downburst, I guess. There's a lightning bolt. Downburst is incoming. We are in a severe thunderstorm warning. Under 3/4 of an inch of hail, so nothing. No hail really to worry about. Mainly just rain and wind. A lot of lightning too. Yeah, that shelf really fell apart. That's too bad. It would have been good if it could have just kept rolling by itself. That MCS took over. Alright, we're going to be running through some hail real quick. Or hail, sorry. Some heavy rain real quick here. Alright, here we go. You guys can see it up there. 3 miles till we turn. We'll probably be in this for about that long. I have a feeling we're going to get a new shelf here soon, though, in about 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm going to head east over to Mount Ayr and wait there, probably. And then maybe even over to, like, Leon area. We'll see what happens, though. I have a feeling it's done producing a shelf for a little while, but it should come back. Could have a second kind of surging. Turn left in 1.9 miles, guys. Actually just south of Creston. Barely west-south of it. I'm on Highway 25. I guess that probably is more helpful than saying. I'm southwest of Creston on Highway 25, headed south. Guys, our shelf may still be alive, I'm not even gonna lie. I saw something hanging over the corner down there. We may still have our shelf alive. Oh? No, you can tell it fell apart. That's too bad. Oh man, it had one. It just fell apart with this rain forming out front. I can tell though that the southern portion may continue fairly soon. Just trying to get down south. Yep, no problem. I try to interact with all you guys. I've been doing better about that recently. I used to not be very good about interacting, but I'm trying harder to interact. It helps me out even half the time because you guys know about the area better than I do sometimes, especially around here. Oh yeah, there's a shelf, barely. A little bit of when you get that stability, not instability, you get actual stability, which isn't good for storms, but it is really good for structure. We're going to turn right here. Keep headed east, and then we'll find a spot with good data, and we'll set at it. This shelf's rebuilding itself as these storms are getting out of the way, so that's a great sign for our future picture opportunities. Alright. We're doing good here. I think it's going to freeze out, so don't leave the stream. But bunch of lightning to the south. Yeah, this is building a shelf. Got to follow this all the way eastward until it dies out. As long as it can stay pretty isolated with itself, and like it did until that one little blip popped up, but it didn't really ruin the structure, so I don't feel too bad about it. Still severe warned, guys. We're in it right now. 16 more minutes left on it. Moving east at 35 miles per hour. Currently just east of Bedford, the storm is, and we are. Well, we're going to keep rolling east because I can see the shelf right behind me. It's moving pretty good now. It may have sped up when that rain kind of came with it, so we're going to keep rolling east for a little while. Probably at least till Mount Ayr. Yeah, it's catching up because it's kind of bowing a little more, so must be getting some sort of back surge from the storms down south, which happens a lot. That's how you get those strong winds too. They like to surge like that, and they turn a little more northward looking. Yeah, it's definitely surging. I can see it on radar last few scans, and it looks really good. It's starting to become a lot more powerful of a MCS look thing to it, so keep running away from it right now. Unfortunately, can't take pictures yet, otherwise we'll lose it for a while. Data may be dropping out here, but I'm not sure. Not right here. I don't know this area enough, but I know about east of Court. It's gonna be rough, but running from the shelf. Running from the shelf. See a little thunderstorm. Okay, exit navigation because I don't need any navigation now because I'm on Highway 2. Probably won't need any for the rest of the chase, honestly. We'll see though. Exactly what the model said, though. They said one stronger bowing echo at this exact time, and it also showed the one up in northeast Iowa that's currently going on. That's kind of insane how good the model was about that. It's exactly what it said, is that there was going to be a bowing segment down right here at about this exact time, and up north there's the same thing, like it said. It's currently 6:46 p.m. Central Time. That's what time zone I'm in. 350 people on here still, guys. We've had a lot of people for the whole time, so I really appreciate that. I don't know where my water bottle is because I've been talking so much I need some water. It's alright though. It's hard to drink water when you storm chase because then you have to stop all the time. That's one thing that's always rough for me because I like drinking a bunch of water, but when I storm chase it's like, I can't because then you gotta stop all the time. It's kind of a pain because then you don't get anywhere. Or whenever you're on a chase like this and you gotta keep rolling. Hard to keep rolling when you gotta stop all the time. Alright, I gotta get a little bit of water in me. Yeah, we're gaining ground on it now, so we're good. I wonder if it actually sped up or if it just looked like it did because we were moving. We didn't have we were like right under it basically for a while. Is that maybe why it looks like that? Headed towards Mount Ayr right now. I've had some really good tornado intercepts there before. The data's not great on either side of that town, so. Or in it. Well, in it it's okay. Maybe looking here soon for a place to stop. We do have some ground on it now. I wouldn't mind stopping in a Casey's really quickly though, so I'll go to the bathroom. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we get to the eastern Mount Ayr Casey's and then call it. That's the stop. And I'll try to park you guys so you guys can see it, but we're right on the like main surging bow part of this. Yeah, the whole shelf's back, guys. The shelf is back together. We're gonna have a good picture up here. Yeah, still rolling east. 350 people. The chat's kind of quiet, so if you got something to add in or ask a question or something, just let me know. Appreciate everybody for watching. I know it's hard. You can't really comment on a TV if you're watching on the tiles right now. Looking at a shelf here pretty soon, so once I turn around. once I feel like we got enough space, turn around and give you guys a look for a couple minutes. Yeah, thank you for watching this one too. Yeah. It is kind of heading your direction. Let me see. Let me check really quick. Creston should be north of the severe thunderstorm as of right now, at least. But you know what? It does look like there's a lot of lightning and stuff up your way. I bet there's pretty strong winds where you're at, so I would be ready for something up near Creston. So I'd be prepared if I were lived up by Creston. Just some damaging winds and stuff. I was thinking of bookend vortex, which is like a tornado on. There's a chance of a bookend vortex, but anyways. Helps with the viewers and everything. It's always good to see a lot of the reoccurring people. I really appreciate seeing you guys all here too. I'm chasing for almost 3 hours right now. We're getting close to 3 hours. Haven't stopped yet, or stopped anywhere, I guess. It's probably the better way to say it. We've stopped a couple times for some pictures and stuff. We've stopped in Greenfield. We've got some good pictures there of a storm. Going to Mount Ayr, we're going to be here in about, I don't know, probably 5 minutes. I'll try to park so you guys can see out the window well, and then I'll be back. I'll run out quick so then we can keep moving east if we have to, or find a better spot to sit. I just hope it has good data where I'm at, wherever the cases is at. Shelf's starting to build itself still. Tons of lightning on the north portion of this little Boeing segment, which will go through Creston. They might extend the severe warning to be more northward next time, so there is a chance that Creston will be in the next severe thunderstorm warning. But we'll have to see what happens. It's hard to know until they actually do. Predictable, especially with like National Weather Service is issuing stuff, because they're tough to know if they're actually having severe winds on them. Like, I have no idea if this one actually does behind me. I figure it does. It looks the shape of one that should have it, which is probably the only way some of these places can kind of tell that they're severe. Segment looks a lot stronger. All the way I like to do produce tornadoes, bookend vortex. I may consider going north if it does actually look like it's going to do that. Because it's not moving too fast. It'd be a little rainy, but I think I could get in there pretty well. And also they're weak tornadoes if anything does happen. So I'm considering going back north, but I don't really know. We'll see. We're going to stop here for just couple minutes, see what it looks like. If it does have a tornado warning, I would probably blast north as quick as possible on one of these highways. Otherwise, we'll just keep heading east for the shelf that is directly behind us right now. The storm looks pretty healthy. I got some good stuff feeding in from the bottom half of it, which is kind of one of the main things to see if these things are healthy. It's pretty healthy. One horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses. Trying to think, like a horse, a little horse I think would still be pretty rough. But I think a big duck wouldn't be that too crazy. Like, I feel like that'd be easier to handle than a horse that's tiny. And 100's a lot. Yeah, I think I'd rather take the horse-sized duck. Because the horse isn't huge, like he completely is. There's a softball game going on right now, sorry. They're going to need to get out of there because there's a severe thunderstorm warning going on right now. I think they're getting off the field. But there's literally a softball game going on in a severe thunderstorm. Anyways, but yeah, I think I'd rather take on the horse-sized duck, because I feel like it's easier to take down a duck anyways, but also horses aren't that big. It's not like it's like a house-sized duck or something. Data's really good in town, which I figured it should be. Alright, we're going to stop at the Casey's up here. I'm going to try to park my car so that if the shelf ends up having to come through, which it shouldn't, if it ends up having to come through when I'm in there, which, like I said, it shouldn't, but we'll see, then I'll know. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Alright, Casey's up here this next hill. But I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate it. I like the little question. That's kind of funny. I like when people like add in some sort of something funny with them. So if you got any, I don't know, jokes or anything, you can do it like that. Everybody will see it. But yeah, we're gonna stop up here. I see the shelf behind us. I think we got quite a bit of room behind us for the shelf. All right, here's our Casey's. I'm gonna park in a good spot. That softball game needs to get over with or something. That's not good. Oh man, there's a lot of lightning and it's heavy rain. Okay, this thing got turned a little more northward. Alright, Creston is currently in the severe thunderstorm warning now, so I think we're gonna probably head north maybe. Might have to head back north a little bit to keep with this thing. Well, I could head east one more county and see what happens between now and then, but I'm gonna stop here really quick and then we'll see what I feel like doing. See what it's doing, because I see more storms to the south and I'm feeling like they're going to keep coming north too. I don't even know if I need to go north on this highway. Or if I meant if I need to go north and watch it anywhere. Oh yeah, solid shelf built up. I don't think I'm going to be able to park where you guys can see. I'm just going to hurry up. I'll try though. No, I can't. There's nowhere to park. Shelf looks decent though. You guys can see it a little bit on camera. Alright, I'm gonna hurry up. I'll be right back, guys. Severe warning still rolling. back just in time. Shelf's quite a ways over there still. It's not moving too fast. Alright, we are back now. Yes, I did. Welcome in, guys. I'm back here. Kind of just waiting to see. Trying to decide if I should go north, head with this thing for longer, the main portion, or kind of see what happens to the southern portion. Let me go see what it looks like right now. I don't think I could beat it. I don't think I could beat it right now, so it's probably not worth trying to get north. So I think we're going to take our chance and see what happens coming from the south on it. So stay on this highway. Try to find a spot to get a good view of it, though. That is my goal. Got a lot of people on here, guys. Alright, we're going to try to find a spot. I know the data gets really bad east of town, so I may try to find somewhere like right soon. Oh yeah, guys, that shelf looks solid. It's getting even better too. The one thing I have noticed is that the southern portion of a shelf always looks the best. Alright, we're gonna get just east here. I think you should be fine. I don't think there's too much tornado potential anymore, except maybe on the north end of one of these kind of systems. Alright, we're gonna try to find a spot really soon, like within the next couple minutes here, because I know once I get east, the data's gonna get really terrible. I just know this is a very hilly area. You guys should have data now. Yep, okay, perfect. We're coming back here on this storm. I'm on this little gravel road. I've been on here before to get some lightning. I knew it was high up. I didn't know it had good data, but it has very good data. It's getting very hot, just keep on over. Got the shelf coming over there. It's a little gap in it right there because of the rain in front of it, of course. Keep getting rain in front of it, which is kind of ruining it. I'm gonna turn around as quick as possible up here soon. Data should be back for a little bit now. Alright, I'm gonna just turn around right here. Anything else can roll on this. It's very dry gravel, and it hasn't rained even a drop here yet. Real soon. Shelf's getting a little ran into by other stuff. Should have probably stopped on them. I should have stopped on the other side of Mount Ayr. think our shelf's starting to fall apart a little bit on the, especially the southern edge of that, just because it's the rain's coming up to it. Kind of stinks, but that's just how it goes sometimes with these shelves. Alright, I'll have a view up here once we get onto this corner. I've done this before. Take a picture quick on my phone at least, and then I'll take one with the camera. Get a picture with my camera now. Fogging up. That's the only part about this time of year that kind of stinks, is your camera always fogs up when you're trying to take pictures. It's a pain. Can't really get a good one. Yeah, there we go. It's alright. Turn my ISO up. Yeah, here comes the fog on it. It's an alright little shelf. It's not too crazy, but it's decent. Better than what I would have seen if I stayed home today. It is definitely falling apart though. I try to get a picture as quick as I physically can. Focus it in the car, and then take it out and click. That should work. Yeah, there we go. Got one without the fog that time. Alright, let's see what's going on now with the storm. Shelf's kind of falling off, yeah. It looks like it's trying to do what it did earlier though. Jump and make a new one or something. See if that actually works this time. Last time it worked. It looks alright. Looks a little better now. Getting closer and closer. Switch lenses quick and try to get a picture closer up on it. Oh dang it, this camera just fogged up too. Oh, I gotta love the camera fog. There we go. That's not a bad shot. Take that shot any day. I want to get real one because I think it's coming right at us now. Alright. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I use a Nikon. D5600 is my camera. The exact one I use. Oops, wrong mode. Get out of neutral. Don't want to be in neutral mode trying to drive. It's funny I still rolled because it's down a hill. It's a big, huge shelf. Pretty cool looking. It's not too bad. Try to take one more picture here. Take this one from my window to get a little less fog. Yeah, this one will get a good picture. Feel the cool outflow winds on it. Still fogged up. What the heck? These ones take so long to focus. Alright, there we go. Now we roll. Keep ahead of it. Alright, so the data's probably going to drop back out. I'm glad we found a good area for a little bit, but it probably will re-drop again here soon, so. Doesn't feel like the severe wind's going to be too big of a threat anymore on this for now, unless it keeps back building on itself, and I just don't know if it's... Starting to fall apart just a touch. Oh man, the data's so bad. Data is rough here. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that. Helps out with the gas and food and all that stuff. So thanks for tuning in and sending that. Helps out a lot. Still chasing here. Chasing. Data's been really spotty. Southern Iowa is not a great place for storm chasing with data. So it's not terrible for terrain, but it's not good for data. You keep rolling eastward. But thank you for that. I appreciate it a lot. A lot of people on stream today. It's always fun to see some, especially some new people and everything, and always the same people we see. But thank you for all the new members and all the super chats. Members get some special benefits. I've been trying to boost that up a little more, so get a couple more people. You know, it's only $1 a month at lowest, and you can go up to I think 50. But yeah, anyways, wow, lightning. Some good lightning bolts too. Some power feed. Depends on how this looks by the time we get to there. Yeah, I know. one of the worst spots in the whole state for data right here. Not a great chasing area either. It's hard to find a good spot. Every so often you find a good hill with a gravel road, but otherwise it's not too fun, and the speed limit's only 55, so it's another rough part of it. There's a lot of things that make it tough, but it's still fun to do. Especially these shelves that ride along right on it. I've done chase so many times. Basically just shelf clouds that just roll right along the highway too. And other storms too. I've chased a lot of supercells that also like to do it. It's weird, we just had like 5 people pop up behind us now. It's kind of weird. I haven't had very many people at all today. It's like 20. Oh, you know what? Yeah, the whole. It's kind of crazy though that I'm guessing that this big line of people is from that softball game. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it may actually be from the softball game because they probably are from somewhere east and they're probably just driving back because they had to leave. Like, I actually have a strange suspicion that these people are from that softball game, and that'd be really funny because it's a huge line of people. There'd be no other reason for there to be like 20 cars in a row. That's really funny, especially after we mentioned it a while ago. It's definitely that. You know, the data's not terrible right here. I think it gets worse for a second, then better again. But we'll see. End up being for Osceola, but I just don't think they're going to keep it going because they so now there's still a shelf though, still a solid shelf. So that'll second goal. That's crazy. It's like got 1.5, so that's pretty good. Here comes the trees. Been live for 3.5 hours now. Like 300-400 people. I guess it's about 200 right now. We've had about 200 plus people for almost the entire time, which is kind of crazy. I mean, we were almost, I think we were at 500 at one point. We were at 500 at one point, and we started out with like 50, and then we jumped instantly to like 100. So we've had a lot of people. Almost to the good data, and then we'll stop probably actually because the shelf's getting close, but it still looks good. I'm actually impressed how good the shelf still looks. See how it does. Tons of lightning up to the north. I'm trying to think if I want to go up that way, or not north right now. I'm just talking like later on today. If I want to go north because then I might get some good lightning or something. I'm not sure how long those things are going to last for though. Models had them going until about 10-ish, maybe, or 9, I don't know for sure. This cold front is about to cross through Sheraton, I'd say, so it's moving super slow, so I'd say like hour 15 or so till Gordon, and then maybe Albia an hour 15 also, because it's that same orientation, and probably an hour 30 or so till Centerville, but it doesn't really look like too much severe wind, even now at this point. It just looks like heavy rain, probably. Flooding mostly, moving super slow. A little bit of severe wind, I'd say, but not like anything too insane. Unless stuff starts to congeal better, which I just don't think it will. There's not really enough wind shear for it to become a bigger, more widespread system. pop up. It'd be crazy if I might actually be close to the most I've ever had on a stream. So I really appreciate you guys for liking. And if you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Still rolling. We probably have at least another hour or two of streaming, but we'll see what happens with the shelf. As long as the shelf maintains and lightning keeps going, then we're going to keep streaming. So, and there's always that chance of another severe thunderstorm too. I'll probably need gas. How far? 150 miles. So I may need another fill up. I don't know for sure though. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure. That might be cutting it real close to not needing another one. All right, so we're gonna cross the interstate here, and then we'll probably stop fairly soon. Give ourselves a good chance to look, see how it's rolling up. I don't know why it looks like there's rotation on the front of this storm. I highly doubt there's any sort of rotation on this storm on the front of the bow. Who knows though? I guess. Should be a decent spot to stop up here. I don't think they continue this severe thunderstorm, though, I will say that. These people turn left, that means they are definitely for the softball thing. Alright, so we're gonna go up into this little thing up here. Oh yeah, a lot of those people are turning. Most of the people are turning that way, so that probably means they're all together. That's really funny. So it probably is something like that. Go up here and take a peek real quick. I've stopped here quite a bit in the past, just to see what was going on. It's a decent little area. Got good data, really good data, almost perfect data. Radar thinks that there's something rotating over there, which is probably not true. It's starting to fall apart, but you can still see it. It says the rotation is right over that, right there. I mean, there's a little bit of something. There's a lot of lightning though. I doubt it's rotation. I think it's probably just like a artifact from the radar just because you're looking funky. I'm going to make a post quick about doing the live. Set here for quite a while actually. It's moving a little slower now. Looking pretty sketty. Not to put together anymore, but it might be trying another round of putting it together though. We'll see. Seems like the cold front's starting to outrun it though, just a touch, so it might be kind of done. Severe thunderstorm down in Missouri, down near Maryville. I'm not sure why. It doesn't really look too great. Not sure. Doesn't look overly severe down there, but maybe. Maybe I'm missing something. I actually might be, though. Like, legitimately. I'm not just saying that. Shelf's getting closer. Still a lot of lightning in it. I will say that. This whole kind of line looks pretty falling apart, but there's still a lot of lightning. There's a lot of lightning, but it's not really that impressive. No tornadoes. I don't think anywhere. Honestly, I didn't see any in Nebraska or Kansas area, but I don't think there were any anywhere. Check out the Cape. Still about 2,500. It's starting to get capped though, or starting to be a little bit. And then 2,500 mid-level, mixed layer. Also, lapse rates are probably falling apart. Actually, lapse rates are okay. Mid-level, falling apart. Let's see what the wind shear is looking like. Not much. So they probably will fall apart here soon. These southern ones are trying to stay in the wind shear though, so there might be a chance of them not completely falling apart. Photograph, how's the photograph looking? You know what? The photograph's not even that terrible, to be honest. There's just not much shear. It's not really going to do much. Fixed layer. Let's see. Really low bases, though, that's for sure. Shelf's getting close again. Until the north part's a little bit more put together. It looks nice on this camera, though, I will say. On the stream, it looks pretty good. Let's see. Could be starting to get some sort of little bit of a second wind kind of thing to it because it's kind of combining back with the cold front. See, that's the problem. It keeps like falling off and then coming back. It finally might be coming back to it because it's kind of lining up with everything else. It does look like down south here, Maryville does actually have a severe thunderstorm warning, which I wouldn't be opposed to dropping down south to like Bethany and chasing that thing for a while. But I know the data would be absolutely terrible there. I could wait. I could go east to this 65 route, and then if I needed to, drop down to Princeton, Missouri. We'll have to see though. So it's quite a bit later right now. So it has a while. We'll sit here for a little bit though. We might even let it hit us for a moment because we can outrun it pretty quick. It's not moving too fast at all. There's a lot of lightning to our north. You guys can see it all the time, but it keeps flashing. Hopefully it can continue till night. If it continues till night, it might be better shelf structure, but also the lightning will look really cool because it'll make the whole thing look purple almost. Let's see, it's only 7:30, so there's about another hour. It's quite a while. Even till it starts getting dark. How fast is the severe thunderstorm warning moving to the south? Yeah, 35. So 35 miles per hour is about how fast this whole thing's moving. Shelf's close to passing over us now. It's getting here. A lot of motion on it. You guys can see it. Actually, probably look this way because then you guys can see the motion moving. A lot of upward rotation on it. Not too healthy of a shelf look, but still's there. Data's good here, so I'm kind of just sitting here for a while. I'd say this is headed like mostly east, but this is like the entire boundary is rain. So this whole thing will keep moving east for a while, and there should be rain almost all the way along it. Oh yeah, look at that. It's moving pretty quick right there. This thing might be ramping back up. It's hard to tell. These things like to just cycle almost. It's like pulsy. They're going to be good, and then they fall off, and then they go good again, like it's back to back. It's just because I think it caught back up at the boundary, so it's trying again to look good. Alright, we're going to keep heading east. I just want to just make sure we're still ahead of it. I don't want to lose it yet. I think it's going to keep trying to make a decent shelf. It has been for about an hour and a half or two. I bet it looked real nice a while ago. Like right before we got there, right before that first rain shaft kind of hit, I think it looked probably pretty good. Who knows though? So we've got 200 people on stream. That's a lot of people. That's more than I usually get on streams, especially on big days. There's not usually too many people watching little streams. You're watching the big guys, which makes sense, but that's why these fun... been talking a lot. That's why these lower end days are fun, because nobody else out, you know, you just go out and see what goes on. These are the coolest days to get tornadoes too, because then there's nobody else that gets it. It's crazy nowadays to get a tornado that nobody else got, or like a few people got. It's definitely a feat if you can get one, because you have to forecast really well and you have to get really lucky. Why are my wipers on? Alright, gonna keep heading east here. Right, head over to Leon. Decide if I'm gonna stop there, maybe, I don't know. I know the data gets bad after you get past Leon again. And then it's okay. And then it's bad again. So, it's really bad again. No, I use the radar scope. That's the only one I use right now. I don't have any deals with any of the radar sites yet. At some point I might, but I don't right now. I like to stay more in the middle so I can use anything I want, you know. Promote all of it if I want. At some point I do plan on maybe joining one of them, or one of the streamers kind of. I used to be with Ryan Hall, I am still with Ryan Hall, but it's not quite as, you know, anymore, you know. You have to kind of choose which one, and I really haven't recently chosen either one. Yeah, Decatur, yeah. Even Decatur City. Just west of Leon, Iowa. Thanks for tuning in here. Data could get iffy on this direction, I do know that. But we're going to keep rolling no matter what. Probably stopping Corden or just before it now. See what happens. I'm going to keep watching radar to make sure we get on the best part we can be on of the storm, because it's still staying together. I'm sort of impressed that it stayed together so well. I'm watching to the south because it looks like there's a severe thunderstorm in Missouri, in northern Missouri, which is kind of heading this direction. So if that can continue to head this direction, there's a chance we'll be after that one here in a little while. But I've been watching to the south, making sure something doesn't intensify and come north. And it looks like we might be getting a chance of something doing that, but I don't know for sure yet. It'll be a little while before I know. Because right now everything seems to be sort of falling apart. Lots of lightning though, and lots of rain still, but nothing. Burlington, yeah, it'll be way later, but there should be some stuff for you guys there. Lightning and heavy rain, maybe some wind, not too much wind, but maybe some wind. I have a feeling our severe threat's starting to taper off though, for the most part. I do think we'll have some decent structure potential for a little longer. Definitely not sure if today needed a severe thunderstorm watch. Or severe or a less flight risk even. I feel like today would have been pretty good with a marginal risk, but I'm not sure, I guess. Still tornado potential, technically. I don't feel like we're going to have much tornado potential, but we'll see. They like to be weird like that sometimes, tornadoes. Just happen on these weird shelves just like this. Yeah, it looks like it's building again, maybe the shelf. And the storm, the shelf's behind. Or in front of him, I guess, sorry. Yeah, I know, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, there's a 2%. I haven't checked the SPC outlook in a while, if there's even a 2% anymore. There used to be a 2%. Yeah, there still is a 2%, I guess. But earlier, yeah, we still had that 2% tornado risk, which was, I don't think we had any tornadoes, at least so far. I just don't feel like we got the juice for it right now. I think we've kind of started to taper out the environment. Maybe in northern Missouri, though. It still hasn't been touched too much down there, but we'll see. We're going to keep watching. If anything pops up down there, we'll go that way. Yep, in Leon now. Definitely will be rain here in a little while. In about probably 30, 45 minutes. Maybe even less, actually, because it's not moving that slow. Moving slow, but not that slow. gusty out a touch, but there's still some lightning bolts to the south that look decent. So there's still a chance it's trying to re-intensify. I just don't know for sure. I doubt it. And we're right on the end of the severe thunderstorm watch, so that's kind of perfect timing for it to fizzle out. That's kind of funny, actually, if it does. It means it was a pretty good forecast. For the most part, it seems like our severe risk is starting to taper off, but I do think there will be an isolated severe risk for the rest of the night for a lot of the area. Just, you know, just on that off chance one wants to intensify, gets a good merger or something, produces a couple outflowy gust winds, and that's about it. That's kind of like, that's what this has kind of been doing all day. You get a couple good storms that hit each other. Maybe get a good severe storm or two, but otherwise it's mostly just a couple different other storms. I think the shelf looks decent, and I think this storm might be trying to backbuild on the bottom. It's catching back up to the cold front, which is a good thing for the storm's potential. Now, I do know that data's bad east of here. Actually, it's not terrible here. It's not good, but it's better than east of Corden. I do know that. We'll see. We'll see what happens with data. Down south has a lot of lightning on that Missouri storm. We'll stop here at some point within the next probably 20 minutes, probably before we get to Corden. I kind of know a couple spots actually that would be good, so I might stop where I'm thinking of. Stopped there quite a few times for storms. Let's see how the shelf looks. It's there. We'll see. We'll see by the time we get there. We get about 15-20 minutes before we get to, we're going to stop probably. A continual storm behind it, it'll try to continue to be a decent. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about getting on 69 North, because I do know that one's decent. I was considering that. That's pretty decent cape for this time of the day, really, especially when we've had storms all day. We're getting a little surge of people now again, back to 250 people, so thank you all for tuning in. I just noticed that the viewer count kept ticking up again, so find a place to stop here and look at the shelf one more time at least, maybe a couple more times. We'll see how it continues eastward. My goal was to get some lightning tonight. I'm just not quite sure we will, if it continues to fizzle out, but it doesn't seem like it's completely fizzling yet. I think it's got enough juice to keep rolling east till dark. I don't know how long after dark it'll roll. It'll definitely have rain though. I do know that it'll keep rolling with rain. Data will probably cut off here fairly soon, but it will be back at some point. So if you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're over 400 likes. I think that's definitely close to the most I've ever had on a stream, so I appreciate that. I'm starting to lose my voice because I've talked so much tonight. I think we're almost on 4 hours now. We're on 3 hours 53 minutes. It's one of the longer chases I've had here, for actual, like, the streaming portion of it at least. Across the whole, kind of merging into one little thing. There we go. 65 interchange. There's a kind of a spot I always like to set, so I'm thinking of going around there, and there should be okay data, I think, there. I'm just trying to find a good spot with data that we can set out for a little while and let this thing roll in. Because, I mean, there's still a shelf, technically. It's not too crazy, but there still is one. I'm east of I-35 now, but it's right along the Iowa-Missouri border. This is what Iowa chasing's all someone, or a tractor with a hay bale. Come on, give me a passing zone. Gotta wait till over this hill and then I'll know. Yeah, see, that's why you can't just go around them whenever, even if there's a double bar and you're like, oh, it kind of looks like I can get around them. You just can't, because I mean the car could just pop up. I don't know. Here we go. In a second. Make sure there's nobody on the hill. There we go. For a moment, at least. Oh, my. Decent shelf. Couple minutes. Probably let the shelf go over, honestly. Hey, thanks for the donation again. Appreciate it. Still rolling here. Four hours. But definitely went. We will see. Yeah, it's trying to lag every so often here. The data's not great. It's more of a shelf cloud at this point. Like this when it rolls in. Just watching as it rolls in. I'm still just sitting here. We're just gonna probably wait until it. Like starting to get dark. Some cool light color that way and everything. Oh. Currently, just lots of cloud motion above, but that's just together, you know. I don't think it's anything though. Jeez. CG's again. Wow, that swirl's crazy. That's actually really impressive. Hold on, I'm gonna take a video of that. This is weird. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of impressive looking. It's cool. It's like starting to intensify. Pretty wild looking. What's up, guys? Still rolling here. It's a pretty crazy looking storm from the south side. It's cool. Looks pretty neat on the camera too. It'll be cool when I edit it up. The lighting's like really bizarre. Like really, really crazy looking. Alright, here comes our rain. We're just south of Hummiston, Iowa right now. Or I'm just south of Hummiston, Iowa right now. Rolling east. It's quite bizarre from the south, though. Thank you for the yield and not a stop sign. I appreciate it. Alright, we're going to keep rolling east here. What's going on down there, but I saw some smoke or something rising from the ground. I highly doubt it's a tornado. Probably a gustnado, if anything. Probably something's on fire or whatnot. Happens all the time. Probably, oh, you know what? Lightning bolt maybe struck something. Wow, big, huge smoke. That's a lot of smoke. So I think it's smoke. Couldn't really see it being anything else. Have data. Welcome in, guys. We're just west of Corden, Iowa right now. Still chasing this storm, the same one we've been chasing for a while now. I'm 4.5 hours down on the street. Yeah, that's a big big fire going on over there. I wonder if it was caused by lightning. I can't tell. Big fire to my south right now. It's hard to tell if it was caused by lightning or what. It's crazy. It's really weird, but I just took my hat off, and it's crazy how much my voice echoes from my hat, so I can hear myself better. That's really weird. I never even noticed that. Like, I actually can hear myself better because of the echo from my hat. That's so odd. But it's like actually like not even a joke. Just about to cordon. A couple minutes out. About to go back out in front of the shelf again. It's quite dark. Quite cool to watch the upward rotation on the front of the shelf, like right in front of us. It's funny because it almost looks like rotation, but it's just upward movement, I think, at least. It looks pretty bright to left, but I highly doubt we're going to be the real rotation in front of us. But I mean, you never know, I guess, but I doubt it. But it is really re-intensifying, I'm not going to lie. This whole storm just re-intensified. Wish velocity radar was working. Weird looking right in front of us. It's rotating, but I don't think it's rotating how you need it to rotate. Just scud. Yeah, that's right where I'm at right now, though. Or just was there. I was just south of Hummisland. They were crazy a minute ago when I was just there. It's kind of cool. They looked like, I got a really cool picture of like from the south. It's like crazy. The colors are insane. Getting close to dark, real dark, but also like the storm makes it substantially darker. We might be able to see the shelf again. Actually, we're going to be able to see the shelf again. I was in Creston. It wasn't too crazy. I went through Creston about 4 or 5 times today. I had some pretty heavy rain and a severe thunderstorm went through a while ago, but other than that, it hasn't been too insane. But yeah, I was in Creston multiple times. It's kind of funny. Kind of crossed through a couple different times. But yeah, probably stopping here, cordon again. Only got 2 more things to go, 2 more donation things to hit the second target, which is crazy. I've only ever hit 1. I've never gotten close to 2. That's almost at 2. That's quite insane, actually, but I appreciate it all, guys. And still rolling here. We might be out for another hour or so. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what this storm does. I don't see any lightning So it could be completely dying right now, or it is starting to completely fizzle out, completely almost. But it's still rolling. Not very intense, but it's still rolling. Once the lightning stops, I am done now. Probably is, but that's kind of my thing. If you got a storm and you don't have any lightning, and it's at night, you probably can't really chase it. That's how I feel, at least. We'll see. It's really starting to run out of lightning. Starting to run out of shear too is kind of what the other thing is. Which basically means it's almost done. It's getting there. The instability is starting to seep lower and lower too, though. It's only 1500 now, which is quite a bit lower than it used to be. At the shelf another time once we get just find a decent spot in or just past town. Not much of a shelf, but it's still kind of there. I can still kind of see a shelf. Still 160 people on here. It's quite crazy, guys. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Just saw lightning. It's still rolling. It's still going. The storm's still trying. It's trying its best. It's just starting to run into some really hostile environment, especially as it gets dark. Another CG, or a lightning, I guess. I don't have a CG. Really weird. Everything's like super quiet. Huh. Probably not tonight. Seems really fizzling out right now. Like it's almost done. Sure yet. Let's see what it looks like. I think it's pretty done. Looks pretty done to me, the storm. Well, if you're new to the stream or anything, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, obviously. If you want to become a channel member, you guys get behind the scenes access to different things. I'm adding some new perks. You guys can, I'll do some like rundowns on my chases and all that. So if you guys want to be a part of that, 2 to 5 minutes, forget to like and subscribe. Yay, I appreciate it. You've sent 3 of those. Yeah, until next time. Hey, it could be tomorrow. Wednesday looks really good. Oh, Oklahoma, that's a little ways. Yeah, a lot of tornadoes down there this year. But anyways, yeah, Wednesday looks good for storms, so I hopefully will be back out. But I really appreciate that, Dan. Helps out with the gas and everything. So on that note, yeah, we got maybe some severe weather tomorrow. Probably not, but we'll have to check. Now, I do think Wednesday looks really good in northern Iowa, and I will be definitely live for that, but there'll probably be a lot of other people here, but we'll see. But anyways, you know, thanks for all for tuning in. If you guys want to ask anything else, I'll be here for just a second longer. But I do really appreciate everybody for tuning in, and it's been a fun chase day, that's for sure. I'm glad I went out. I went on going out or not, but I'm very glad I did. Got some cool structure. I'll post all the pictures tonight and tomorrow, so actually probably tomorrow, honestly. But yeah, anyways, I'll leave it up for about 3, 4, 5 more minutes. I'll read your comments and anything like that, and then we'll call it good then. So let me know if you guys have anything to say for a little bit. Let's see, what time is it? I've been chasing for about 5 years now. I've been doing live streams. I've had like actual solid live stream connection for about 2 years now. So been a little while. I've seen 46 tornadoes. Most of them are in Iowa, a couple in Minnesota, a couple in Missouri, a couple in Kansas, quite a few in Nebraska, and 2 or 3 in Illinois. So I've been chasing for a while. But yeah, so that's the best. That's my favorite part about these little ones like this. But yeah, anybody else? Too many moderators. My mom's one of them, my brother's the other, basically. So maybe at some point I'll try to consider that. But I'll consider it though. 6 derechos is quite a few. Reflector, that's not good. Reflector on, like, it came up out of absolutely nowhere. I would not have seen it if I wasn't like, that Amish buggy did really bad. Hopefully I don't. It is iffy here though. I'm saying. Yeah, data's rough. That. Got any more questions? I'm going to be on for a little under 3 minutes now. 8:45 p.m. I'm going to end it. So let me know. Two more minutes. I'm just waiting. I said I'd give it till then. Data's really bad, so hopefully it doesn't cut out right when I'm trying to end it. Getting close. 1.5 so. Yeah, it's cool looking. I love the colors of it tonight. It looks nice. There's a deer. No, thank you. No, thank you. I prefer not to have to look at a deer when I'm driving. All right, we got 1 minute. Actually, under a minute. All right, guys, have any other questions, let me know. I'll answer. Yep, you guys too. You guys have a good night too. Really appreciated hanging out with you guys for what? Almost 5 hours, 4 hours, 50 minutes. That's crazy. That's one of the longest streams I've had, just pure chasing, so. Almost done. We're really close. There we go. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. Definitely Wednesday, hopefully. But tomorrow, we'll see. We'll see about tomorrow. I'll schedule a stream in the morning if it actually looks like a chance. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.